What's up everybody, we are back with another exotic weapons and catalyst video, and this one is on the 4th Horseman exotic shotgun, which is an arc energy weapon, so let's get to his perks. The first perk is Arrowhead Break. It is a lightly vented barrel that greatly controls recoil and increases the handling speed. The second perk is Assault Mag. This shotgun's magazine is optimized for quick combat, so greatly increases stability and increases the rate of fire. The origin trait is Broadside. Each successive shot has more damage and more spread. The next perk is a Fitted Stock. The stock makes the weapon stable but heavy, so it increases stability, moderate controls the recoil, and slightly decreases the handling speed, and then a kill tracker for PvE and PvP. The intrinsic trait is Thunderer. This weapon's rate of fire is increased significantly and fires in full auto. Now as for the exotic catalyst, it adds an additional round to the magazine and increases the reload speed. And that reload speed is increased by a plus 40. So a brief history of the 4th Horseman in the Destiny franchise. The 4th Horseman goes back to year 1 of Destiny 1 with that game's first small expansion, The Dark Below, which released in December 2014. From the launch of the original Destiny until the beginning of 2019, during year 2 of Destiny 2, Activision owned the publishing rights to Destiny, so each release of Destiny, so Destiny 1 and its 4 expansions, and then Destiny 2 and its first 3 expansions before Shadowkeep, had timed exclusive content for PlayStation platforms. The 4th Horseman was one of these timed exclusive items for the PlayStation 3 and PlayStation 4 for the Dark Below expansion, and then it became available for the Xbox platforms when The Taken King released in September 2015, which began year 2 of Destiny 1. And in Destiny 1, the 4th Horseman was a world drop exotic, so it was obtained through exotic engrams that drop from any activity. And the weapon is very similar to how it appears in Destiny 2, with the biggest difference being the exotic catalyst, as Destiny 1 did not have catalyst for exotic weapons. Fast forward to Destiny 2, and the 4th Horseman was not added until Season 10, Season of the Worthy, which was the 3rd season of Shadowkeep, which was year 3 of the game, and that season ran from March to June 2020. And during Season of the Worthy, the 4th Horseman was obtained through an exotic quest called In Rides a Pale Horse. And to sum it up, you had to find Zavala's secret vault in the tower, as well as do some stuff for Anna Bray on Mars, as well as some objectives for Benedict 9940, who was a robot in the tower, and then the final thing was to complete the legendary version of the Quarry Lost Sector in the European Dead Zone, after which you obtained the 4th Horseman. And then to get the exotic catalyst during Season of the Worthy, it was a random drop from completing the Seraph Tower public event, which was one of the seasonal activities that season, or completing legendary lost sectors. Now, the seasons in year 3 worked differently than those in successive years. So beginning in year 4, seasonal content remained in the game until the next expansion released, but during year 3, the seasonal content was immediately removed when that season ended. So when season 10 ended, it became impossible to obtain the 4th Horseman or its exotic catalyst until the Beyond Light expansion released in November 2020, which began year 4. Also to note, when the Final Shape expansion released in June 2024, which began year 7, the Shadowkeep campaign was made free to play, while its in-game content, so the raid, the dungeon, the exotic missions, and all the exotic gear from year 3 were repackaged as the Shadowkeep pack. This affects the 4th Horseman because the Shadowkeep pack is required in order to obtain the weapon. So with the Shadowkeep pack owned, to obtain the 4th Horseman in Destiny 2 today, you'll load into the tower and go to the Monument to Lost Lights, which is the exotic archive, and you'll go under the Shadowkeep exotics, which was year 3 of the game, and you'll find the 4th Horseman right here. It will cost you 1 exotic cipher and 125,000 glimmer. Once you have acquired the 4th Horseman, to get its exotic catalyst in Destiny 2 today, it is a random drop from completing the core playlist activities, so that's the Vanguard Operations, Gambit, or Crucible. Additionally, and as of the Final Shape, the Weakened Xur, who now only appears in the Bazaar at the Tower, now sells 2 random exotic catalysts on his main page under multivarious strange offers, and these each cost 71 strange coins, which are obtained through the core playlist activities. So this is another possible source to obtain the 4th Horseman's exotic catalyst, but note that the catalysts that Xur sells are those that drop randomly from activities and not the ones that are only obtained through exotic quests or exotic missions. Once you obtain the catalyst, to upgrade it, it requires 400 kills using the 4th Horseman. So to recap the video, to obtain the 4th Horseman exotic shotgun, it is purchased from the exotic archive in the tower and it is found under the Shadowkeep exotics, but it requires ownership of the Shadowkeep pack to acquire it. To obtain its exotic catalyst, it is a random drop from completing the core playlist activities, so Vanguard, Operations, Crucible, or Gambit, and the Weekend Zerg can also randomly sell it, and then to upgrade the catalyst, it requires 400 kills using the 4th Horseman. Thank you very much for watching. Please leave a like down below. Also make sure to subscribe because I have other videos like this available, and I'll see you in one of my other ones.